Hi, bombshells. Welcome to Girl Please Podcast. It's Alina here.
Hey guys, it's Amanda.
Welcome to our Girl Please Villa for the day.
Oh, can't believe it's over.
Oh my goodness. We are post Love Island USA finale night. We are dropping an episode early for you this week on a Monday instead of Wednesday because we have to recap everything that happened in last night's finale.
And I also want to do a wrap up of like what we thought of season 7.
Yes.
Because I have a lot to say.
We definitely should do that. That is on the agenda for today.
But first,
yes.
Amaya Papaya, congratulations.
Congratulations.
Bryan. So happy.
We are so happy for them. I will say we all season were like talking about doing a watch party, and you know, local bars and restaurants have been doing them, and what an amazing experience it was to do it for the finale.
So good. I mean,
Look at us. We brought our little floaty flamingos with us today straight from the bar. I was
shout out Marina 84.
Yes, in Fort Lauderdale. I was like, I'm going to steal these didn't steal them. People were taking them home.
Ooh.
But I was like, let me take these for us for the studio tomorrow. They're so cutie.
It's giving Love Island.
It's giving Love Island. So yeah, like I wish we were in Fiji, but hey, we're here. Girl Please HQ off of an amazing finale night.
I'm so happy. We were so scared.
We were nervous for sure. Amanda was so funny because like first of all, at the watch party, it was so cute. Like everything was themed. Even the drinks were themed. Like there was a Hannah Rita. There was the Huda Hurricane. Why did they have to do that to her with the name? But like there was an Ula Landria. Like there were the cutest drinks there.
Really cute.
Amanda was like trying to check her phone for the winners. And I was like, we have to experience it together. Like don't find out early.
I'm like, if I open TikTok and it just happens to be the first thing there.
And I was like, also, I wanted to experience it with you so badly, but also like, I know that based off of your face that I would know. So I was like, fine, if you see it, don't look at me then because I'm going to know you're either really fucking happy or you're super disappointed. So going in, we knew it was going to be between Amaya and Bryan and Nicolandria.
Yes, we knew that.
We did not have like any thoughts that it would go any other way than those final two. Mm-hmm. And we knew we are Huda stans through and through. Love you, girly. But we knew we had a feeling our girly was going to come in third.
Yeah, and I would say like I was rooting for you to go to the end all the way regardless.
Totally.
But once Chris started switching up and acting the way he was, I was like, if they win, she better take that money.
Take that money, honey. Give it to her daughter. And honestly, I feel like people would give her shit, but it's like, am I going to give it to this fucking man or am I going to give it to my kid? Like, come on. Like, that's what you're weighing at that point. But yeah, like, I don't think she would have done it anyways because she does, like, she's a good person, but still, like, we would have rooted for that for
I was so proud of her. It came to a part where I feel like Chris knew he was tapped out for a while.
Yeah.
And it was so obvious, and I feel like she peeped it. She wasn't like, she clocked it.
She clocked it.
Trying to learn these terms. 8,
clocked it.
TikTok, you keep me young.
Yeah.
But, you know, I'm happy she realized it, and instead of, like, trying to continue to push it, she was just like, you know what, this is not working, let's just be friends.
Yeah.
I was like, yes.
Before we get like fully into them, I will say this about Huda. Like we have been cheering her on from day one, and in the end her journey was to find love for herself. She grew so much and I feel so proud of her. She kept it cute at the end. Like he dogged her, like leaving her on the dock like that, and you totally gaslit her. Like you were emotionally checked out, as you said, for days. You were not giving her anything. You were making her feel like what's up. So she's like putting these little tests out, putting these little feelers. Like, are you gonna cuddle with me? Are you gonna be intimate with me? Are you like she's gauging his feelings. She can feel it. You put it on her to end it. Leave her on the dock, come back and say, why are you crying? And then when she's like up there in heels and she's like, okay, like, like it wasn't like a nasty ending. She was just like, we should be friends. And then when she was like, are you going to help me down? He was like, I'm not carrying you. Walks away and leaves her on the dock. She takes off her shoes and like gets down in the water and takes herself out.
Honestly, that's so telling on the kind of man he is.
Yeah.
He comes off as like this nice, understanding, patient man. No, it was all a show. Once that scene happened, I was like, this man is a man that it's like, I hope never would ever find me.
Yeah.
Whereas I've dated men that when we break up and we're cordial, they're still respectful. They're still, any man I've dated would have still carried me over.
Yeah.
And it just shows that you're a good person. It's not like, I understand you're in your feelings, you're upset, but you be a man and you just...
Right.
At
And
least do
she
that.
wasn't being nasty with you. You guys didn't get in this nasty fight. And I just think it was the thing to do as like a nice human being.
Yes.
It's not about like, oh, like you're not my girl anymore, so I'm going to just leave you high and dry here to maybe get her, maybe not be able to come down. Like, and even just when he left and came back over and goes, why are you crying? That to me tells me everything.
That whole scene was like so telling. Like the curtains opened up on him.
He wanted to put it on her so badly. He kept going, you made the decision. You were checked out. You were giving nothing for days. Of course she felt it. All you're doing is talking shit about her to everybody else. You're checked out. Of course, she's not an idiot. Like she's not going to just sit there and be like, make it work with somebody who doesn't want it. And then you're putting it on her. Like you made this, like you're cleaning your hands of it because you don't want to be the bad guy.
Don't worry.
Left her on the dock. And she didn't even
She'll be fine.
I can't believe that she didn't even say that. Like when she got back, she was like, look, it was beautiful, this, that. Like I ended things, whatever. I would have been like, this man, he left me in the middle of the ocean, bitch.
This
like,
is growth for her,
you
though.
left
This
me.
is growth. She's calm, cool, collected now.
Like-
I love this for her, though.
Yeah.
I feel like I could tell she's emotionally drained.
Yeah.
This must have been took such a toll on her because she went through so much and she was just like, I'm not going to get loud, angry anymore.
Yeah.
He did what he did. Honestly, everyone will see it. She didn't even need to say anything.
Yeah.
And her girls were there for her, and I appreciated that.
Yeah.
Alandria was great. Iris was great.
Finally, like I feel like there was definitely like even if, whatever, like in those moments, like they were there. I feel like in that finale, like it really brings you guys together in this experience. Like you could just feel the love from everybody. Like we were just happy for everybody there genuinely last night.
Poor Amaya Papaya when like they were going to bed and then Chris was going to go sleep and
In
she's
Soul
like,
Ties.
what's going on? Because she wasn't there when they came back.
No, but she had said something too, like right before to Amaya, like I did end things with him. Like I said, I just want to be friends. But like even Huda was like, it didn't end nasty. Like he could have just slept in the bed on there last night. Like he was just doing the most to be obnoxious and rude and whatever. And I get it. Like maybe if I was like in my feelings, like, and he ended things with me, like maybe I wouldn't want to like sleep in the bed with him. But like I also aren't there other beds in there? I also just think like his whole attitude like the whole time was like to put on a show, not because he was genuinely hurt. Like he was just
Honestly,
trying to be obnoxious.
I think that man just wanted to get a nice few hours of sleep since everyone in that room seems to snore.
Oh yeah, his sleep is so important to him. I forgot.
Like he's like, yes, now I don't got to deal with these snorers. I'm
Yeah.
going. And I get it. And when she was like, I want a man that's obsessed with me. If any girl says they don't, I don't believe them.
Yeah.
Of course, like she's like used to men wanting to touch her. She works hard for that body.
Yeah.
Touch sis. She wants to be touched.
It's just like he knows what he was doing.
Yeah.
And that's the point.
But also, he is entitled to his boundaries.
Yeah.
I would just been like,
Totally.
leave me alone. I don't touch. Like, and that could have been done. That's it.
And I think like too, like, yeah, he could be like, look, I just didn't like I understand him being like, after you were talking to me like that, like I wasn't in the mood for it. Like you can have a conversation like that and work towards a resolve, but there was no resolve to have because like you were breadcrumbing her all this time. Like you were checked out. You were just wanting her to be the one to end it. You were giving nothing. You weren't really trying to make it work. Whatever. It is what it is. And we love and support our girlie. She found love for herself. She will be more than fine.
Oh,
She's
taking care of
coming
your
home
daughter.
to
It'll be great.
Millions and millions of followers. Brand deals ahead. I'm wearing my Huda inspired freckles today. I don't know if you could see them from this far from the camera, but we got our freckles on, sis. We love you. We were cheering you on the whole way.
Oh, yes. I'm so excited to see your future. I'm so excited to see the man you end up with.
I can't wait. A real ass man. And I'm sorry, like Chris's family was like there for them and this and that. And now his other sister speaking out, talking shit, block the noise, move on. Like,
yeah, it's over.
F
It's done
that.
with. Move on.
Nasty.
Tell your brother he didn't do a good job.
Like
bringing her back.
literally. And his ex spoke out too and was like, this is what he does.
Yep. And when I saw that about the ex, I was like, I'm not surprised.
Yeah, like he'll pin it on you. He's not really there. He's gonna gaslight you into like he'll do just enough so that he's not the bad guy. Like, okay, noted,
Yep.
noted. Let's get into our winners.
Ugh.
Oh my goodness, Amaya, Papaya, and Bryan.
I knew he was gonna split it. Like there was no way he wasn't.
There was no way. And it's so funny they make it so dramatic. Like, we're not waiting for him to take the money. We know he's not. But like, even just what he said was so beautiful when he got the envelope with the 100,000, Amaya got the 0.
First off, when they were reading to each other, I was bawling.
Bawling. And he was like, this is not even a question for me. And he said too, like, my father raised me to know that money is great, but it isn't everything. And I was like, what a fucking man. Like, even just the response in itself.
I ship them.
And
please invite us to the wedding.
Please. And I love how even at their date, like before they even won, he was like, I want to make it exclusive with you. He's like, because when we get out of here, I don't want any gray area. I don't want to be like, what are we? Like, I want to say like we are exclusive outside of here.
And that's even before the winning, like all that. It was beautiful.
We were trying to dissect the dates. We were like, Nick and Alandria got this big lavish beach date. It was a long day date in Fiji. Why did they get the night date? But they got the most like sentimental, intimate, beautiful little date.
It made me hopeful. I feel like Mick and Alandria's was very like special, sentimental as well.
Yeah, like second.
I was like, oh, these are gonna be the two. For
yes,
sure.
we knew.
They were like, oh, Huda and Chris, we're throwing you with some singer lady.
Wait, can we just quickly go back to that? It's funny because we were like, we're gonna start with Amaya and Bryan, but no, we started with our girl Huda, of course. But when Huda and Chris were on the dock and they're literally having their discussion, they're like ending like. The fight is happening. They're having a serious talk. And this fucking singer comes out and she just starts singing a love song. Read the Love Island. They were savage for that.
They were like, we got to cut this.
Eating this shit up. They're like, go, send her out. But it was so awkward. Like it had to have been intentional. Like that shit was painful. Like, and we're watching it in the bar and everybody's like, what is going on? Like they're having the most serious talk. And then this woman is singing over them on the water.
I was like, this is a great time for a bathroom break.
Oh my God. I was literally gagged that they did that. That was nasty work, Love Island. Like you guys knew what you did. Like that was nasty work.
I hope, and I'm not saying this is going to be true, but I do hope all the couples that made it do last outside of the villa. That would be great. I don't have high hopes for some, but it would be nice to kind of see them. Oh, you know.
Don't be shy. Say Nick Alandria.
Listen. It's funny because I tried to like be open-minded to everyone on TikTok saying the chemistry's there. You don't see it. Yeah. He smiles a lot, you know, and I was like, okay, let me like go into this with like a clear mind, not knowing the shit he did.
Yeah.
But I do see it a little. I think it's a friendship that I'm like, how much can we keep friending this until it becomes more?
Yeah.
But if they did like start something after and it did, I would be happy for them.
Yeah. Okay. All right.
But Pepe and Iris, I would love if they continued the relationship.
Totally.
I think they're cute. I think
they both live in California.
Yes,
I
realistic.
see the foundation for something beautiful there for sure.
Go get your in and out on the beach.
That's the cutest thing. They had the most precious date. Also, like this girl, the fact that she's on like national TV without an ounce of makeup, looking 12 out of 10.
Girl,
I'm
she
like,
looks
you
beautiful.
are stunning, sis. Like, oh my God. And they're both just mature, amazing. Like, they complement each other so well, unproblematic, authentic. Like, I really, really ship them. It's just a matter of like all this stuff coming, like getting in the way. They're young. They have this newfound fame, all these opportunities. They're going to be traveling there, you know, and they're going to have a lot of people throwing themselves at them. So, like, who knows?
I'm a big believer that if you're in this influencer space, you need to date another influencer because any normal person like me ain't playing up with shit.
Well, you need to date another influencer or date somebody and make them comfortable with you being an influencer.
That's true. That's true. Now that I think about it, like as long as you prioritize your person and they don't, because I feel like it could get lost and it gets in their head, especially when they're so young.
Yeah.
And if they don't grow out of that, it's just, I feel like relationships could go down. But some couples have lasted.
Yeah, totally.
And do great.
Yeah. And with Amaya and Bryan now, they're in New York and Boston. Amaya's from New York. Of course, Tri-State Rise. Woo! Boston is so close. They can make it work. They could go in between families. Like, And I feel like New York would be a good, nice little hub for both of them with their careers and all of that. They're so genuine. I feel like they won't, like, they're so rooted in their culture too that I feel like their families will keep them grounded.
Yes, their families will mesh well together, I can tell.
And what's great is, like, she's the one with the huge following. And the last I checked, he only had like 160,000.
Oh, we got to go follow him.
So, yeah, our pod does.
Okay, make sure you follow him.
Yeah, but, like, also stay out of his DMs, though.
Oh, yeah, I'm not saying
like,
that. If anyone tries to fucking mess
Leave
with Bryan,
him alone.
I will bat for Amaya Papaya. I will post that bitch's page, tell everyone to fucking report her.
I just love that she has over 3 million. And, like, It's always good when it's, like, the girl that has it and, like, he can be a little bit more humble. Fenty Beauty's, like, already in her DMs. Like, we're ready for her. And I just have to say, the things that they were saying to each other yesterday were so beautiful. And, like, even just Amaya, like, being a message for girlies who could be misunderstood or who feel like maybe they're too much for somebody. Like, don't wait until, don't settle. Like, somebody will understand you and give you all those things. And there were things I literally wrote down yesterday when we were at the watch party, like lines that she said that had me like, we were crying.
I love her.
She said, if my light is too bright for somebody, wear sunglasses or something. And then she said to Bryan, you look right into the sun. And I was like, no, I'm literally going to fall over and die.
She needs a record deal. She needs to write some songs.
And then when she said, with you, I don't ever cry out of sadness. They're all happy tears. That was something so beautiful because she did spend a lot of her journey, like, crying, and she was being like beat up emotionally by all of these men, and she's like, here I am crying out of happiness and not sadness. And like, look, like, this is just such like a message to so many women and people. Like, oh my God, it was like, don't dim your light.
I feel like the biggest thing we learned with Huda and Amaya is don't change who you are, be who you are.
Totally.
Poor Huda was trying to change because people were giving her shit.
Yeah.
And I wish she was just like, fuck it, I'm still going to be me. But even though I feel like she matured a lot, but I think they just need to stay genuine and someone will love you for you.
Yeah. Yeah. Totally.
Don't ever change for a man.
Totally agree. So, yeah, I mean, I think Iris and Pepe, like, loved watching their journey. We knew they weren't going to win, but, like, the finale was amazing. I loved their date. I think Nicolandria's was a really nice date. Like,
their date was cute.
I liked the little messages from people. Like, I thought that was special. For me, with them, I would love to see it maybe work. I just don't think it will. I like that their family support it, and maybe that will help. But
I wish them the best. I hope it does blossom and they could be like, fuck you for people like me that didn't think it would work.
Yeah.
I'd be like, congratulations. I still want to be invited to the wedding.
We wanted to work. We were just like, come on, this is a little delulu. I was dying because if you haven't seen Vinny from Jersey Shore's TikTok, it is so funny. He went back and replayed like when Alandria and Nick were like literally in a couple, but Sierra was still there. He replayed everything they said about how it was so platonic. They felt nothing, like this, that, like Vinny was like, he was smashing cheeks the whole time with Sierra and like he's like, let me play this so you guys hear how stupid you sound. And I was dying. The funniest TikTok highlight.
And those are reasons why I didn't believe it. I'm like, they tried. They tried.
Is the only reason.
If they would have first like started kind of like how Pepe and Iris did, like, like no choice but to
like there's little things there, but they never got the chance. But they literally
said there was nothing there
when
they tried.
It was so platonic. They were in a couple and they could have kept it that way. And then not only that, he immediately went, like when he came back, like Sierra and him had like an emotional reunion, like tears were flowing. They went on a date and he like closed it off because he was like, that was the clarity I needed with her, that I knew that all I wanted was Sierra after being coupled up with Alandria.
I think you told me this, but I heard our girl Sierra unfollowed Nick.
Yes. So Sierra unfollowed Nick. And honestly, I'm glad that she did that because I feel like she needed a little bit of a backbone. She released a statement on her Instagram like a day or so ago, and I'll read it to you guys. And I literally was just like, you know what? I'm sorry, but can you just either stand, like if you're not standing up for yourself, which is fine, you don't have to address it at all, but don't sit here and say something stupid. Like she commented, oh, she deleted it. You
didn't take a screenshot?
I do have a screenshot. She made a statement before in her caption. Is it this post? Because I don't want to be wrong. It looks like she posted but deleted what she had written about wishing them both well, and she loved and adored them.
Girl, I didn't like your
somebody probably checked
comments.
Oh yeah, I think, to be honest, I think that she's just she's probably getting fed that algorithm, but she probably didn't realize that she thought that was the fandom name.
No, that doesn't even make sense, because why would we choose rat as our? That sounds like it's bad. I know, she's negative. A little
stupid.
Yeah, the name, I could understand it, but if it didn't make much understanding, but then we also know Sierra doesn't really,
She said
a little delulu.
She had said, and for the Nicolandria Nation, they are two people I care deeply for and absolutely adore. I've always wanted nothing but happiness for each of them in this experience. That has never and will never change. Well, it seems to have changed, sis, because you deleted that from your caption. So
I can't. My thing is,
and
like, the
she
double
unfollowed Nick, but I'm happy
crazy.
that she did. I just think she should have never sat there and said, "I wish that I want happiness for them both if this is what they choose." Like, no, they both they dogged you, sis.
I feel like she does not keep energy. Like, where was that energy when Huda was exploring things with other people? When she did what she did with Ace, where was that energy then?
Yeah,
you didn't care about them both. That if that was a thing, it was a thing.
Totally.
Even though it was a challenge.
Yeah, like she's not my. I'm not really. I don't like feel for her. Like, she was never our favorite. I feel like she had very like follower energy. Like, even with the other girls, like whatever they were, whoever they didn't like, oh, she's on board. Like, stand up for your own damn self. Like, your best friend in the villa that you were saying about Olandria and your man that you literally were exclusive with are tonguing each other down the day you leave.
And this
you don't need to address it if you're like.
This is my issue with that LA lifestyle too, because think about it. She didn't even have real friends when she was going through the whole thing. No one really stuck up for her. She was by herself. So all her friendships were surface level. I think it would be the same in the villa. Which reminds me, Huda, come listen to me, sis. Come
literally.
Listen. None of those bitches in that house are your friends.
Yeah.
And I don't mean to call them bitches in a bad way. I'm just saying, like, I think they were great friends to each other.
Yeah.
Whatever. But I feel like Amaya is the only one. Iris, I feel like she didn't really bother me much either with.
Yeah,
she never came at you.
She wasn't trying to be a fake friend.
Yes.
She was your friend, but not like, okay, this is my best friend and I'm being two-faced to you. She was just,
Mm-hmm. I think one of the producers or the camera people slipped them a little note like, you girls are being hated because you girls are all attacking Huda. And then they changed their freaking tune real quick and started being nicer.
Yeah.
Because nothing else makes sense. And I hope, even with her video that she made with Nick, the whole Mamacita thing, I'm like, do we not remember when he told you that he wanted you out that house?
Nick was doing the same thing. Like, why was he pretending to, like, somewhat be on her side, wanting to vote you out, wrote that message to you, like, didn't want you to be in the house, like, was very open. He actually was pretty open about, like, not wanting you there. Yeah. So she's just so forgiving and she's so, like, nice to everybody. Like, you have to also see, like, keep boundaries with people. Like, you just love hard and we get it. And I feel like I see myself in that aspect as well. Sometimes where, like, you're very forgiving and you, like, want to be, like, close with these people and all that, but they don't have your back.
Mm-hmm.
So,
and if you move to Miami, we will be besties. Amaya and Bryan, you guys should move to Miami too. I think you have a lot of opportunities here. And can come on the pod.
Please, sis, check your DMs. We are working on it. And we love you so very much.
I can't wait to see. Do you think life after the villa, like, they're going to add people from new seasons onto it too?
Beyond the villa?
I'm sorry. That's what I meant, beyond the villa.
I think they could for sure. Like, I don't get why even Connor's on there. So.
Okay.
Like,
I would love to see more of, like, Amaya and Bryan.
Yeah.
Our girl Huda come back.
In future seasons, why not? Like,
I would love this.
I would love that too. Before we even get into Beyond the Villa, like, are there any other thoughts that you have, like, on this finale, on the season? Like, how are we feeling?
So I'm not a traditional Love Island watch person because, I can't do enough. But this is the first time I was locked in on every single episode.
Yeah, so you watched it live for the first time.
Yes.
And voted.
So I'm hearing I saw last season too, but I wouldn't say, like, religiously, like, I saw, like, episodes here and there.
Yeah, you skipped.
Like, more. I skipped a lot, yes. But I would say, I'm not sure how it's typically done, but I'm hearing it's not the usual way it's done.
Yeah.
So I'm excited to tune in for next season to kind of see if it's going to be done the normal way or traditional way. But I like the drama in it. I like some of the people in it. I like people individually too, even if I didn't like them as couples. And, I'm excited to I feel like I'm a huge fan now that I've seen them grow and everything.
I would say like, because you always used to say, oh my gosh, there's so many episodes because you'd be catching up later. But the experience of watching live, like you get it now. Isn't it fun? And it like becomes part of our life. Like, what are we going to do now? Like there's no Love Island on tonight or tomorrow or the next day. And it's almost like, and I've heard this a lot, but it does feel like the way that men are in sports. Like it was competitive. We went out at a bar and we watched and like we're all talking about it. Like the girlies getting together. I loved that all the restaurants and bars got on board too. And they were like, we're doing this.
They
like,
knew.
Yeah. I thought it was such a fun, amazing experience. And can I just say like experiencing it with you and like a lot of times too, if we watch a reality show, like we may not have the same people like rooting with you and being on like the same team.
Which
like
is a first for us.
Yes. Like it was such a big deal. It was so much fun. Like loving the same people, sharing the perspective. Like we took a recording of us watching the results like live when they said who won the finale. And we're like holding hands and like closing our eyes and like trying, like we were just like jumping, crying, like so exciting. Like that was just so fun.
And I like that we stay genuine to who we like were feeling for the show. Yeah. Because at the bar, there was a lot of people that were like, we were in enemy territory for sure.
Yeah, there were some people there that we were. Yeah,
I was like, wait, let me.
Yeah. But it was also fun because every time like one of the girlies came out, like they were eating with their fits, with everything. We were clapping for everybody.
Yes.
Like it was such a fun experience to do it that way.
I feel like it was so divided when it was the individual dates.
Yeah.
And then when it came to the end, everyone was like on board, excited,
we're just like happy for all of them.
Mm-hmm.
Like what an amazing journey.
Which kind of reminds me, like you said, like a sports thing. It's like, who is that who you voted for?
Yeah. It was so very much fun. Like I highly recommend doing it. And I will say like as far as like differences from last year, like there were some things in terms of voting. Like sometimes like it would be like a lot of the votes I feel like were to determine like who was going to be in the bottom and then the Islanders send somebody home. But I think that there's sometimes more of a cutthroat, like whoever was at the bottom goes home. Like there were a little bit more of that, but there was still voting from the Islanders. They still had a lot of control. I think what we did miss was like movie night needed to happen this season.
Well, I just want to say it was really hard with the fans too. Like, producers need to do a little better job at like, I mean, you guys have so much money. You can't do a forensic on each person you bring on board. Freaking go through their whole past just to make sure there's no hiccups because 2 people went home this season because of things like that. And it like sucks because, you know, people come at them, people start digging and people just need to enjoy it, relax, lay back.
And it's also going a little too far with the fans too. Like now you're looking at siblings, you're doing this, that, the other. Like everybody calm down. Like, and let's remember that these are people. Mm-hmm. But
although
I totally agree.
Their behavior, of course, was we don't agree with what they said. But we think it made it's so much more drama than I was just like, I was exhausted sometimes.
Yeah. And we need better vetting, like you said. Mm-hmm. And I think it was weird because Love Island has come out and said like, oh, we're going to do background checks. We're going to do a deep dive on socials. Like you already were doing that supposedly. So like what's different? Like you're actually going to give a fuck this time?
Are the casting the same?
Like
it's 2 different?
But I think like.
I don't even know.
Casting is different. But still. I think like whoever like signs them up like has crossed all their T's, dotted their I's. Like of course there's going to be things that come up like with Sierra. Like that was a story that somebody screenshotted. You can't find that if you're digging. But there are things that are like openly available that we shouldn't have to worry about, and also draw the line. Like not every little thing is a cancelable offense either. Not saying that's not the case this season, but there are things that like people like to bring up and try and paint a certain way, and like we have to draw a line also.
Yes. Just so you can enjoy it.
But I will say with this season, I think the thing that stood out as being a little strange was like we didn't really have a lot of solid couples from jump. Like the season was way too consumed with exploring instead of like, you know, letting some solid couples stand. Like they kept getting broken up and it was such a weird change up from previous seasons.
I wish they were a little more cutthroat with like the whole, you know, girl code. You're there to find love. Yeah. You know, and I know it's nice to have friends while you're doing it, but it's also like you owe them nothing. Yeah. And a lot of the drama was around that too. And it's like, it's great if a friendship comes from it, but I wouldn't push it.
And like if a lot of people are exploring and you have a couple like Huda and Jeremiah who are locked in on each other, let them be. Like it's everybody's experience the way they want to experience it. Like weird. That was just weird. Like, we didn't need to do that because now look at the end. Like, who did we have in that finale that was there from the beginning? Not one. Like, 2 of the guys were Casa guys. And Nick and Andrea got together.
And they were OGs.
Like, from 2 days before the finale. So, like, come on. But, yeah.
I'm excited for next season.
I am, too.
If you guys need help casting, let us know.
Yeah, we got you. We'll do some investigative journalism, too. Okay, Beyond the Villa. The premiere also aired yesterday. We got a lot of Love Island treats. Mm-hmm. What were your thoughts, first impressions?
The beginning was a little slow for me.
Yeah.
It was all like intros.
Yeah.
But I'm excited to kind of see more of the drama.
Yeah.
I feel like Liv and
Kaylor
were the only ones that pretty much had drama.
Yeah.
First episode.
Like, it was... So it's setting the scene. You could see it's well produced. Like, I'm really excited for it. Liv and Kaylor, like, they obviously had like some superficial drama, but like certain things I would kind of, say like the spray tan getting glammed situation.
That's stupid.
It's so
like, I need to tell you.
stupid.
You need to. Yeah, that was much.
But I think like, if you're being shady and lying about, like you and I, like when we hosted events, we're always on board. Like, are you getting your makeup done? Because I'll get my makeup done. Yes. Like, so I guess if you put it in that perspective and you're like, oh, she went and just like got glammed and now I'm doing this thing with her and like I'm not in glam. Like,
at first I was like, what am I watching? Are we in high school?
Come on. But the camera thing was a little weird.
That's a character thing for me though.
Yeah. Like, it's not about like, okay, if you just simply didn't pay for a camera and you got it gifted and you lied and acted like you paid for it, that's one thing. But if somebody's giving it to you like for your business and like if someone came to us and was like, this camera is for you and Amanda, like for Girl Please. And I tell you that like, oh, I bought this camera and it's mine. It's this and that. And it's like meant for you as well. Then I would like, you should look at me sideways. Like, why is she doing that? Like, that's kind of weird.
It's moving funny.
So that I get.
And I thought too, when everything did play out, I felt like Liv was kind of like trying to be the victim and like cried and got emotional. And it was like all she was doing was telling you how she felt.
Yeah.
It was a trust thing for her. Like, how could she trust you? And you just like blew it out of, I would have just been like, okay, I'm sorry. You're right. Let's move on from it.
And I get that Kaylor was kind of like, it's weird that we're like here on the carpet and she's like literally like just be like gassing me up.
Yeah, she says what's on her mind, that's
like,
for sure.
Acting so normal, like nothing's wrong. And then she's like, what do you mean? And she's like lied about the whole night before her man's birthday. Like, that is moving weird. Like, it's all moving weird. She's not seeing things. Like, I totally understand her. And then that was also a big night for Kaylor. Like, this is the first time she's seeing Aaron. So she had enough going on in her little head. Like, leave her alone.
She's so cute. I love her little banter. Her and Aaron's banter was cute.
I know. I was dying. It's like that moment where you're cringing and you're like, oh my God, you see your ex for the first time. Oh my God. I think it was like, it was handled well. I do think production played a role in like being like, oh, like let's set the scene for you guys to have a talk somewhere else.
Let's not do it here. Yeah.
Yeah. So, I mean, maybe she came up with that idea by herself. I don't think so.
She's like, want to check out my crib? I'm like, no, we do not.
Yeah.
You go to a restaurant.
But I will say, I do kind of feel bad for Aaron because he was dogged on. Like, he was just doing the experience that everyone else did this season, right? And everyone was promoting the exploring this season. But I get it. Like, they were very much a couple through and through. And then he like it's like he cheated. I get that. And she couldn't get over it. But like, he has been just dogged on. He deleted his socials. He went back to freaking the UK. Like, he has been tuned out in nature. Like, it must be tough for him, for sure.
No, for sure. But I feel like I'm kind of like her in a way where even if I was on Love Island, like, if we're coupled up and we're doing things, I expect you to be like, what fuck you still exploring for?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Am I not the one then? If you need to keep looking, don't be with me. So, like, I get that. I'm just like that.
And
so
then downplayed
quick.
it until she saw it at movie night, which is why we always need movie night.
Yes, exactly.
So, yeah. I mean, I totally get it. And then she said, like, afterwards, I'm having to see all these edits come out of, like, you and that girl and this and that. Like, it's hard for me. Like, why don't you understand that that's hard for me? I get it. I also don't want to be like, I fucking hate Aaron for life. Like,
no, I don't feel that way.
Yeah. So, I don't think he's a young guy on a TV show, like, doing the experience, okay? Like, at the end of the day. Like, I think it was fucked up. And she has a right to her trauma.
Honestly, I feel like even, like, this season, there's no one I like hate or like I don't hate anyone because it's such a strong word or like dislike.
Totally.
I just think I liked each person as individuals. Like there was no one that I was like, why the hell are they on the show?
Yeah.
I never thought that about anyone. But I do think, you know, coupling up wise, some people's person was just not there.
Yeah.
And that's it.
Yeah, totally agree. And I will say I love Leah and Miguel.
Oh, love. Favorite couple
They
ever.
are such soulmates. You can just see the love radiating from them. They don't even need to speak.
I feel like when they first started dating last season, he was a little like taken back at like her strong personality. And now he just like lets her thrive. Yes. He laughs at everything she says.
Yes.
Like at first he was like, oh, it's much.
Yeah,
like, you know,
yeah.
Like because she's her authentic self.
I love their dynamic. They're building a house together. Like it's just
congrats on your Skylar line. I'm so excited.
Yes.
I'm gonna support you. I'm gonna go smell him.
Yes, for sure. Love her down. And one thing that I was like nervous about that I had said before we saw the premiere, I was like, I just hope, because everyone thinks so highly of all of them and their couples, like that this doesn't like create like a people looking at them a little sus or this or that. And like, you're already kind of seeing like little cracks, like with Janae and Kenny.
I think producers did them dirty with that whole thing.
Yeah.
They made it seem like they weren't even like together.
Yeah. Like that's what I'm saying. Like they're so happy and in love. So I really hope that this isn't just like them trying to like frame something different. I do think it's a little weird. Like they're living in the same building, but next door to each other in two separate units. But also that's like basically living together. I also think they're living in these units for the show because they're long distance. They are just here. Like even Aaron is just here for filming for like a few months and then he's going back. So obviously like they're in the same place for filming. And yeah, I think it would have been a nice little test for them to like be living together for this period to see if they can do it. But if they're not ready to take that, if he's not ready, like at 8 months, like that's not, some people do it at a year. Some people do it like, you know,
after a month.
Yeah. Some people do it after a month, like Amanda. I mean, it's your comfortability. It's not like they were together for 3 years and he's saying this.
No, I agree. But I also think we see it all the time with reality TV where couples' lives are put on blast, put on there. Like I'm even watching the Ashanti and Nelly, and I love the dynamic of like I feel like I'm like there with them.
Yeah.
So I feel like for Leah and Miguel, I'm not worried about it.
Yeah.
And they are very like so like.
But what about Janae and Kenny?
What I've seen so far is like it
doesn't look great.
Doesn't look great.
You just don't need outside critics
as long as
voicing their opinions. About your shit.
I agree.
Like, if he's not ready and you guys are fucking great, stand on that and you guys are fucking great.
I think that's what it is. You got to be strong to know this is your relationship. Fuck the outside noise and just keep moving how you're moving.
They've only been together, for 8 months. And if he needs a little space and they're happy, that's okay. If the producers are trying to paint it in a way where, like, it's worse than what it is, that's messed up. But also, maybe genuinely, she's like, yeah, this bothers me. So I hope it doesn't add to any worry that she may already have.
And I know this is a huge like opportunity for them, like money wise.
Yeah.
But I also am someone that if I feel like a show is ruining my relationship,
I'd be out. Out. That is the number one thing that's important to me. Sorry. And it's not choosing career over it. It's literally like ruining your life. Like
if you can't handle it, don't do it.
You could do something else in that field. And this type of unscripted show where people can weigh in on your actual life, it might be too much.
Yeah.
And also like it sucks too because Cordell's not really a cast member because he's away doing stuff. And like I love how Serena was like, from the minute I met him, he wanted to be an actor. Like he's off doing things. Like I'm so happy for him. But like are people gonna, I don't know.
No,
but they're like amazing.
Leah, like I feel like I don't worry about them too, just because I feel like
for sure
they are so strong-willed.
Yeah,
like even
Cordell
the other
and Serena.
Day, yeah. Oh yeah, I think they'll be fine. I think Leah Miguel will be fine.
Yeah,
everyone else I'm still up in the air about.
Yeah,
but Leah was live, and I fucking love her. Some person commented and was
so confident that they're so funny about it.
They're literally her and Miguel just eating, going live, and some girl's like, "Oh, rent must be due soon."
Yeah.
And then she's like, she said, girl, she goes, this is my second time ever going live. Rent is not due. She goes, yours must be due soon.
Is your rent due? Yeah. She said that.
And that's why I feel like anything people say about her relationship, she'll clap right back. And she just takes it with a grain of salt.
They're so strong in it.
Yes.
And I love that.
I love it.
I love them so much. I agree. Echo what you're saying. I have no worries about them. I don't worry about Serena and Cordell either.
Serena and Cordell will be fine.
Of course, the distance makes things tough, but like they're both like young and like
growing
their careers, and they support each other. And I loved how in the dynamic of PPG, they said, like, I think it was Janae who said it, like, when one of us is missing, meaning Cordell, who was off at work, like, it feels like an appendage is missing. And it's like, it's so nice that the 6 of them, like, all see each other that way. That's such a beautiful thing to have. And, like, all your guys get along just as well.
And that's
like,
rare.
You're all, like, a family. It is. And it's really very, very nice to see. On the other end of the spectrum, I don't care for Connor, really. Like, don't really know why he's there. Also, like, it seems like Janae's really going to be butthurt by him this season. I've seen her even doing press. And it's like, don't even worry about him. You got your man, girl. Like, I've seen her doing press. And, like, she says, like, she won't say his name. And she really does not like him. So shit will unfold, I think, this season with him. I don't care for Kendall. And I feel like he's such, like, a cloudy kind of man that, like, I don't care for him being on there either, to be honest. But whatever.
Yeah, I mean... We'll see.
Yep. And then you were watching, before we wrap, another show you want to recommend to our girlies?
Yes. So you guys know I watch everything. I'm just one of those. But there's a new show that came out. It's called Building the Band. I've never seen Making the Band, so I'm not sure if it's similar. But
we don't talk about that in this house. That's Diddy's show.
No, of course, F him. But the name sounds so familiar, I don't want to confuse it.
Yes.
So this one's called Building the Band.
Yeah.
What is it?
Love is Blind.
Love is Blind. It's kind of like that, where they're in individual pods, like studio pods, and they take turns singing, and all you can do is hear the person's voice. And then you can vote if you want them as part of your band. And then if you guys all like each other, then you can form a band together. And so far, I've seen 2 bands be created.
So you're picking each other. You hear their voice, and you say, yes, I want them in my band, or you pass.
Yep, exactly.
Okay.
Yep, and then if you like each other, you can come together and create a band.
Okay.
And, there's people that want only a boy band. There's people that only want a girl band.
Yeah,
and then
so they're finding their matches.
Exactly. So far 2 bands were made. One is guys and girls. So that one's, and I like them. They all like powerhouse voices, but I feel like they all have such strong voices. I'm like, ugh. Like, I feel like it doesn't have a good dynamic yet.
You need a lead and some,
And then there's a boy band that was created as 4 guys. Phenomenal. Phenomenal. They were so good. Their voices were so great together. I'm super excited to see them, continue. But yeah, I'm only on episode like 2 or 3, but I highly recommend. It's good.
Oh, I'll check it out. What is it on?
Netflix.
Ooh.
And it's just, everyone's voice is just, I was like, and you only get to vote on 10 people.
Oh my God.
So my votes would have been gone a long time because everyone's so good.
Do you get to like see everyone then vote, or you have to vote on the spot?
You vote on the spot just on voice.
Yeah.
And then when you create your band, they give a song for you guys to sing together, and you walk out singing together, and that's how you meet for the first time.
Oh my God.
Yep, so
that
you see them,
gave me chills.
Yeah, so it's like one person thing comes up, they start singing, another one, and then they see each other,
God,
continue to sing.
And then they're reacting while singing.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh my God, I can't wait to watch.
Oh, and then you see how their voices mesh, and I'm like, ooh.
Yes.
That's
exciting. All right. Well, thank you for that one. Thank you guys for tuning in. We had to drop an episode early this week so that you guys could get our thoughts on the finale on Beyond the Villa. We'll be back regular day next week on Wednesday.
If you guys are watching on YouTube, please make sure to subscribe. We're also on TikTok and Instagram at girlplease_podcast. And of course, you can listen to us on all major streaming platforms.
Thanks
guys.
Bye.